apologise. Right. So, the reason that we are here is because I am not content to fail in almost all circumstances, but in this specific circumstance, I'm not content to fail as Germany with maximum allied sliders. Let's max out the Soviets, France, United Kingdom, USA, France, United Kingdom, Soviets. That's everyone we need to max out. We're going to play on veteran difficulty, not Iron Man, just so it doesn't crash. We will be on historical. There's no achievements enabled because we are running a couple of mods. Hopefully, this time it should go better. You have to excuse me, I am eating. So I'll occasionally mute myself. I apologise for that. I hope you can live with it. I'm sure you can. Okay. The strategy is going to be largely the same, with a few subtle changes. First off, no tanks, no tank divisions, that is. We will certainly be using some tank battalions, but no tank divisions. Tank divisions are just not worth producing, in my not so humble opinion. Let's go something like that. Bit more support, bit more artillery. All looks good. Okay. The plan's going to be very similar to what I tried with that away. We're going to take out Italy. What we're going to do is have very static front lines. So I'm going to have a big 4 levels. Big 4 levels on the Allied front line. And we're going to be very ready for Belgium joining the Allies this time. Because I fully anticipate that happening once again. Against the Soviets, we'll have a more aggressive stance. Against the Allies, I think we're going to commit to that fully static front line. So let's get some standard researches going. And we will start doing this. We're going straight away for the research bonus. It's probably a bad idea because we're going for the text straight away, but oh well. Right. This gives it in Brandenburg, Hanover, Thuringen, and Frankfurt. So, Brandenburg, Hanover, Thuringen, and Frankfurt. So not those ones. Basically everywhere else, we want maxed out infrastructure. Seems good. Speed 5. We would like a little more tungsten. And a little bit of oil from Venezuela. Where's my tungsten imports at? There we go. Okay. In order to get experience, we should perhaps delete all our troops. Our infantry battalion. Good evening, an enraged banana yogurt to you too. How are you doing today? Our battalion is pretty good already, so I don't think it's a problem. We can just rock it like that. Let's get a couple of these going out. This can be Inf 1. Beautiful. Let's get a couple more of those. And we are going to declare war on the Netherlands, and this time we'll actually take their colony, unlike in my in the series, which I so royally mucked up by forgetting to take the Dutch East Indies as a puppet. So you have max size for except for yourself included? No. Max size for everyone but Germany. We, of course, have no max size, and we're in veteran. The Invasion Manager says doing mighty fine. Quite excited for the game. Been waiting for that for quite a while now. Well, I am sorry. I am late because it is my first night back in at university, and so I am fairly inebriated, but I think ready to go nonetheless. I think we can win this, even while I'm a fair amount of champagne in. What do you think, chat? I'm thinking kind of level 10 forts all the way along here, and along the Rhine here. And possibly over here as well. I'm not sure. The German Reich does indeed stand united. Let's be done with all of them. Some fighter wings. probably not go amiss. There we go. Partly just to get some air experience while we're in the process of taking over the Benelux. Oh, you missed a sign. I didn't mean this late evening, but the game mode itself. I see. Sorry, that's my fault. A misunderstanding there. Let's go straight into extra slots. Navy-wise, I imagine our Navy will remain a purely Baltic force for the foreseeable future. I think we'll keep it all together to start with. Seems fine. Get Rhineland done here. We denounce Dutch ideals. We are on veteran mode. We are on max size for everyone. So it's all stacked against us. I reckon we can take them anyway. Let's deploy straight to this front line. And we are going to delete Cav, Motorized, Mountaineer. In fact, we're not going to delete them. I'm just going to switch them to Inf 1s. Then have them train back up. I don't think we need to train them all the way up, just to make sure they don't go green. These green ones definitely need improving. We'll go Dispersed Industry, because it's the best. Dispersed Industry, by far the better option. I'm going to make a video on that soon, by the way. Dispersed Industry is by far the best. I'm planning on doing a couple of tutorial-esque videos in the immediate future. Got an objective beyond surviving? Yeah, if we capitulate the Allies in the Comintern, then we've won. I intend to do that this evening. There's right Autobahn. Which means we should now have, yep, 10-10-10, lovely. We're already on partial mobilization. Can't get a war economy until 15% world tension. So as soon as the Spanish Civil War fires, pretty much, we're going to go straight into the whole building special military factories over here. Actually, we might build some civvy factories first. I'm not sure. You two should merge up. There we go. All future ships should go straight to the Kriegsmarine. Lovely jubbly. Looking good. How late am I? Don't worry, not late at all, Jederick. You are in very good time. Going towards the Netherlands in about 70 days. Should be good. We don't have many city factories. I think we should bang out a bunch more civilian factories. We'll get some from these ones, which will certainly help. And just we can't do it till we have 500,000. We only have not nearly that many in the field at the moment. Naval dockyards. Let's put battleship 2s on infinite. Let's get some more of those coming out. We're going to want some light cruisers because I believe they are still the OP ship class. Could do with some more chromium. Turkey should be happy to provide. Alright, cool. Good, good. Only thing you might have missed is me apologising for the fact that I haven't really eaten much yet. So I'm going to munch a little during this stream, which I do apologise for. The stream exists, if I'm entirely honest, partly for me, as much as it does for you, because I am very disappointed in myself that I managed... Oh, God! Why am I researching Grand Battle Plan? What an idiot I have been. Oh, sorry, why am I researching Mobile Warfare? It's all about Grand Battle Plan. God, I wasted so much time researching delay. I'm almost tempted to restart, but that would be foolish. Okay. Let's be having you, Dutch. Quick, easy win here. Shouldn't be a problem in the slightest. I don't know why I'd increase the speed, really. Quick blitz through the Dutch here. Take the Hague. There they go. Alright, so we satellite the Dutch East Indies. Well, actually we pass a whole bunch. and we satellite the Dutch East Indies and we take all states. Nice! And unlike in my other game, we don't forget to do the whole malarkey with the Dutch East Indies. Wherever I mucked up. Just there. Ooh. There we go. Okay, there goes the Netherlands, and this time, the German East Indies! Yes! Okay. Let's cancel all these trades, and we're going to get stuff from the Dutch East Indies. Sorry, from the German East Indies. Once we need rubber from them, we will get it from them here. So, let's resume producing some of those old motorized. There we go, 3 factories. Should be good. We are going to build Space Marines, and if you're not familiar, Space Marines are a template that looks something like this. They have armor, and therefore they're crazy good against the AI, because the AI doesn't build enough anti-tank. They have improved the AI's ability to build anti-tank recently, but I don't believe they've improved it enough to deal with this kind of thing. Got enough artillery for that? No, we do not. But we are producing artillery at a breakneck pace. Okay, that's 16% world tension, which means as soon as we can get there, we're have enough political power, we can go with war economy. Marvellous. Industrial effort done, straight into the next one. Could have waited a little bit, got some more political power. I think getting national focuses going is probably good. Pretty good idea. Obviously, I've got my guys lined up over here because Anschluss is very much on the cards. I'd like 55,000 men at minimum for that. Good. Which means we can do that next once these guys have all deployed, which will take how long? Till May. Okay, we can start justifying relatively soon then. 57, so we can go dispersed. Construction. Improve machine tools. Great. As soon as you get to 37, you want to get those industry techs done. You guys come down here. And then you guys can deploy down here. And get put straight onto that Austrian front. Marvellous. War economy, please. Great. And let's be having those civilian factories to start with. Let's do the alternate strategy. So you put kind of 1, 1, 1, 1 in terms of which factories you're building. I think that works quite well. Next one to go is Civi. Put that down there. Great. Looks good. Spanish Civil War kicks off. We have 47 divisions, which means we can send some down here. We'll send them to Nationalist Spain. How many volunteers can I send you? Just the 3? Okay. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Rundstedt, you can command this. You can take these guys. Speed 5 till they arrive. We'll probably go speed 3 once they're there. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And there they are. Get E3. Let's take Madrid. Just here. A little bit of a focused push straight through the centre here. Should work out pretty well. Planes and reserves, of course. You guys can all fly down here, ready to deploy to the Alpine region. We're going to war with Italy relatively soon. Should be able to punch through this guy. He is in the hills, but once we're fully organised, I do believe we should be able to crush him. I'd like to do Anschluss right now. Let's rush deploy these boys, and then go straight for Anschluss. We will, in fact, delete almost all of these guys, probably all of them, in fact. It'll take 200 days, so wait a little bit, get some more political power. There we go, war with Italy should serve us pretty well. Right, let's take Berlin. Speed 4, I think. Should work. Hello, Russian Bice, how you doing? Nice to see you. Been a while, been a while. I have been rather ill recently, which has put a bit of a hamper on my streaming capabilities, unfortunately. But I am much better now. Well, mostly better now. And, so yeah. Return to the wonderful world of streaming. Should be fun. Sorry I'm later today than I intended, Russian. I know I said on the Discord I'd be here about an hour ago, which I do apologise for. What do you reckon? Can we win the Spanish Civil War before the justification on Italy finishes? That's the question. I reckon we probably can. Partly because they're going to let us encircle lots of them like this. retreat this way, just so that we can real quick attack in there. You can attack south. Great. Actually having some trouble in this one, but we have got these encirclements off, so honestly, that's all good. You're not in the Discord anymore, says Russian Bias. Why ever not? As soon as he's driven him out of there, drive him out there. Do. 5 of them. Interesting. Should probably send this guy south, help him out. Holding here. Big enough advantage for them to live in Catalonia. Yeah, they'll definitely be able to win once we've helped them out as much as we're going to. But I just want to know if we can actually get them to win, is the question. Not just give them a big enough advantage to win eventually, but will they actually win? Excuse me a second while I just respond to this text. Give me but a moment. Okay, ground battle plan's done. Excellent. Straight on in, prepared defense. We need to do the Soviet treaty so that we can start getting some more bonuses for infantry, for doctrine. You have because your mods are slow to react. Yeah, it's fair enough. Honestly, the Discord is mostly just for the voice chat for multiplayers. That's the primary reason why it exists. Okay. Almost on that Angelus, good. There goes him. Easy kill. Okay. Oh, they pushed across the river in 2 places. Nice. How long do I have? Oh, ages. I think I'm not going to build tanks till I get medium tanks. Probably. Okay. "15 days-ish on Anselus. Should be good. History will be written through our victory. Indeed. Historical AI? Historical AI, yes. If you want to do well, you should basically always put on historical AI, because then they react predictably. Predictably. Predictably is what I meant to say. Okay. How can anyone say Austria is not German? Doesn't this give us... No, it gives us armor doctrine. This is the one that gives us Latin doctrine, okay. Panzer needs 75,000 manpower in the field. You guys can go. Allies can go on this front line. The Austrian ones of you may leave. You guys can deploy to Tyrol, which unfortunately doesn't hold a huge Swalch silver mine anymore. Oh, I've got so much infantry equipment. Good lord. The infantry equipment is out of this world. We can invite Hungary to faction, but I don't want them. More artillery, please. You'll do. We're importing excess from them, but that's to be expected. You two can go. Put the squeeze on them. No idea what that event does, but I'll keep doing it regardless. Let's see if we can cut through here. They're going to hold Barcelona for quite a while, unfortunately. They are quite the pain that way. See if we can cut lots of these guys off here. Looking pretty good. The Granadan encirclement. Looking pretty good. I guess we should go to extensive conscription. Well, we've got enough manpower for now. Let's get a division organisation chap sorted out here. Should help. Let's encircle these guys in Mercia before we actually push on them. We need to kill them early. We're in no massive hurry. Still invite Hungary. It would be beneficial to invite Hungary, but I just don't want to, honestly. Quite a while yet before we're with Italy. Hello, Cody, how you doing? Pushing these guys back. Yeah, it's just our massive artillery shortage is providing the problem right now. But we're working on it, I'm not helping with all this huge training. We question Italian sovereignty. But of course we do. Because after all, there is no such thing. Alright, let's push in here. Take their ports so we can circle the rest of the troops. Should focus on Catalonia so the AI can do better after you leave. I think we're going to be able to win before we leave, honestly. With all these encirclements we're going to pull off here. I am going to win. We got another... We have only had half time. The title is clear enough to understand. It's true. It's true. Alright, there goes Valencia. Yoink. You don't read titles. Oh, Cody says, what's this? Yeah, typical Cody. This is Germany, and I've maxed out. We're on veteran difficulty, and I've maxed out all the allies and all the Comintern. Well, not all the allies, and all the Comintern. All the allies and all the Comintern that you can actually edit the sliders for. You should probably recover your organisation a bit. Let's go speed 5. Keep on pushing, baby. As soon as you're at Fort Lorg, you can take these mountains. There you go, nice. You can come in here. You can help with that fight. Should be an easy win once we're actually encircled. There we go. Tried the EU4 mod. There's an EU4 mod for HOI4. Oof. I have not tried that, but I'm interested to try it out. Treaty will indeed be a stepping stone to the future. Yes, there is. Is it what it sounds like? I should totally try that out. That does sound really cool. I've been playing a lot of E4 in the last couple of days. Is it just exactly what it sounds like? Like the map is E4? It's not finished though. US is all US. Yeah, but the US never mattered in EU4. Oh god, we got a free tech slot. You can tell I'm not on my top of my game. We'd like a field hospital. Quite a lot of Europe is EU4 borders. That's pretty cool, I've got to say. That does sound pretty awesome. Okay. Let's finish off these Republican Spanish. You could just come down here and help encircle this lot. That'd be grand. There they go. And then take Barcelona, thereby ending the war. Marvellous. No, straight to Barcelona, if you'd be so good. Just go south, there we go. And you get in there. Let's end this war. Innovations 2. Let's do naval rearmament. Just gives you those free 3 dockyards. Then I think we'll go for the tech slot. Okay, and there goes the Spanish Civil War. And I did it with... Oh yes, 8 days to spare. In E4 you figured out how to get casus belli and kill people as the Ottomans. Congratulations, you can play as the game's easiest country. Congratulations. Well, I'm glad you're making progress, even if it's not huge progress, Cody. Okay, so we're going to go to all the Italians next. In about 4-3. There we go. War with them. There we go. It's October of 7. Let's wait a bit. Fill these slots. We're going to let them grind themselves against us a little bit here. You three. To the front, please. We're going to let them grind themselves against us so they lose a bunch of people. You die to the Turkish countries as they kill all their armies. It's embarrassing. We would like to go to total mobilization now. We're going to have to up our manpower law quite seriously soon. Let this get entirely full. And then we're going to go ahead of time on tech. Oh yes, doesn't matter. Alright, aeroplanes. Get in here. We could do with more fighters, really. Let's just put up everything we got. But of course we don't have the manpower. Awesome, finished on those. Which just means we can pump up some more. And here... Where else has it got to 100? Nowhere? Ah, Ostpreußen has. Nice. Looks good. Okay. Italians can keep bleeding out to no great effect. Look at those casualties soar. I didn't know how to get gold from peace deals. You just press the plus button next to the coins. It's genuinely all there is to it. Let's get some manpower for the front by deleting a bunch of these guys. New rearmament. Now I think we should probably rush extra research slot. Okay, about time to advance here. Yeah, just more artillery for days. On this, just fill out that one until we're ready to do that. More oil required. Go ahead, Duchy Indies. And once again, Duchy Indies. No, what? Got plenty of convoys. Sweden apparently doesn't want to import me enough stuff anymore. I guess we'll buy some from Portugal. Right, let's launch some offences against these guys. God, the serve intensifies. I think maybe we let them bleed out a bit more. There's no point really going against them too quickly here. Might as well just let them lose hugely unnecessary numbers of men against us. Join the Byzantine War. Yes, that often happens. Alright, these guys could do with a field marshal. Good lord. Really not playing my best here. Yeah, we could have some bombers from our reserves. Just don't launch offensives. Offensives cost lives. Just let them bleed out a bit. That should be fine. Let's prepare defense. It's a good one. Straight into the next one. Fewer troops than I wanted during the Turkish Wars. Yeah, that's embarrassing. You can watch this because you like to see someone at the top of their game. So I can give a few minus mistakes when you're not at the top of your game. You have high hopes for my victory. Yes, well I'm not concerned, but then I wasn't concerned when we did when I played with Adaway, so but I'm really not at the top of my game today. I am a bottle of champagne in already. So I don't imagine I'll play hugely well. But I think we'll play well enough. I just really don't like the idea that we lost a series, you know? It just really irks me. There's the Panzerkampfwagen. go. Make the Panzerkampfwagen A, and I'd like at least a full line of them. We're going to build Space Marines. Hello, Vodka, how you doing? We're just letting these Italians bleed against us at the moment. It's going quite well so far. Probably about time to push. Let's see how these go. That one not so well. Really? Alright, where are the hills? There's like some hills, aren't there? Over here or something? No? Alright. One of the major mistakes already corrected with Eastern. Yes, it's true. Christo, uni professors insist that philosophy can only be studied while consuming alcohol. That is inaccurate, but it does help. About this attack? No. We could try something crazy. Like, can we send ships through this? Yeah. We could try a naval invasion of Rome. Nah. Rocketry. Marvelous. Get an extra research slot. Try again here. Yes. Okay, good. We've broken through here now. That's excellent news. Alright, 3 of you stay here. Push on. 3 of you stay there. Push on. 1, 2, 3. Push on. You guys just push straight through. And these guys have got super experience from all the defending they've been doing. There we go. Okay, that should work. They will invade Sardinia. Unfortunately, I really don't want to micro my fleet that much. Just pin them there and there. If they send troops, you kill them, repeat until Italy has no one on your front. It would probably work, but I think I'm content to just push through this way. Okay, that should go through there. Probably push here too now. We are going to get some serious supply issues in the near future. Grand Assault will help, though. Straight on to Mechanized Offensive. Which, despite its name, will help us despite our lack of mechanized troops. I'm hoping I can just bully my way through here, despite the supply issues, but perhaps that's foolhardy of me. Let's prioritize this infrastructure stuff. Let's wipe out these guys back here as well, free up some men. Okay. Me and Massive played Deluge Germany and we couldn't push the Italian Alps. That sounds like a good solution, Cody. Oh yeah, okay, into artillery, obviously. Obviously a good play there. Come in here. No longer getting that negative civvy factory is unfortunate, but that's things we live with. Yeah, put them on the Sudetenland. There's the computing machine, straight into that decryption. Playing on speed 5. Yeah. Yeah, alright. It's never a good idea to play on speed 5. You're right. You're right. So when's the next multiplayer? Asks Cody. I don't know. I don't know. Relatively soon. Right, now we just need to push through here. And then through to here. Pocket these guys. And that's our win, pretty much. I don't know when the next multiplayer is going to be. Not too long, though. Not too long. But let's just do speed 5. It's Italy. We're mostly just grinding here. There we go. Good job, good job. Let me just hold this province for a bit. Oh, they took it back. I'm actually extremely surprised. You're relatively soon any time in the next 30 days. You're not wrong. I've got to admit. I mean, it is just Italy. Like, I mean, look at this nonsense. We can just cruise, mostly. I'm cancelling these just so we have some more surplus on the front line rather than those big deficits we were dealing with previously. Also, has hell frozen over yet? What was it that I said I'd do once hell froze over? Before I answer that question. There's no ice in Russia. I'm not sure it's very fair to call Russia hell, though. Collab. Well, you and me. I'm not sure about that, Cody. Sudetenland's done. Historic day for Germany. Straight into the first Vienna Award. Hungary lands straight on. Standard plays. Gusto, is the Kaiser buffed? Well, if you mean Austria, no. If you mean me, no. Because, you know, we're playing as the Kaiser. If you mean Germany by the Kaiser. Why no use research slot? Ah! Thank you. I apologise. It's too a bit of ahead of time infantry research. The reason, if I'm honest, why I don't use the research slot is because I am slightly drunk. So I'm not playing at the top of my game. As I've explained, it's the first day back at university for me. You were instantly triggered. Well, I am honestly very glad you were. And I don't mean that in a sadistic way. It's just that you're letting me know is very helpful. I challenge you and Adam we could do. Buff Germany and nerf everyone else. See who's faster at killing the USA, UK, France, Soviet, Italian, and Japan. And who are we playing? That's Germany, I mean, I've got to assume. Is that what you meant, Cody? That could be fun. I would like to do some more of my speed run at some point as Germany. How quickly can you conquer the whole world? But it's just such a different way of playing. I'm just really not used to it. Birthday, nothing new else. Who are we playing? Yeah, alright, you're right. I see what you mean now. Yeah, that could be fun. Ahead of time entrenchment seems fine. Same for recon. Or his Tibet. Playing as Tibet could be fun. I don't think I'd be able to persuade Adaway to do like a challenge versus with me again, because I'm a bit better than he is at the moment, and I think he's quite aware of that and doesn't want to be shown up, which is fair enough. I wouldn't necessarily, if I was in the same position, because I play, you know, I dedicate more time to this game than Adaway does, so of course I'm going to end up being better at it. But, you know, you can see why it would just be... You don't want to humiliate yourself by pitting yourself in a challenge against somebody that is better than you. And he's better than me in many things. Don't let me sound too cocky here. You know, he's an excellent historian and makes magnificent videos on the topic, and I think he should go into business doing it. But I think it would be a bit mean for me to set up a kind of versus me versus him at this point, because... You know, as a proper series. As a stream, you know, for fun, it's fine. But as a series, it's just a bit bit mean, because, I mean, you know I'm going to win. So, although, you know, with speedrun, I don't have much experience doing speedruns, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'd have a good edge. Maybe he'd be really good at that kind of, you know, blitzkrieg mentality, using all those tanks. So, where is Chu? I imagine at work. So this is Germany 1v1 intensifies. Well, we've already done that, is the point. Like, before we did that, we didn't know who was necessarily better. But we've done that, and the result was, should we say, conclusive. Getting a lot of army experience out of this war. Speedrun is more finding loopholes than outplaying. It's true, but like in terms of finding loopholes, it's going to be about crazy good micro, isn't it? And I am the micro master. When I'm not quite so inebriated as I am today. Oh gosh, Ralph. Convoys. That's fine. As soon as Italy will be gone, and then we can focus the other guys. Microing freaking military police intensifies. Yes, this is true. Yoink. We gonna be able to push across? Not quite. Down. Maybe. Let's see. Got to try, eh? The English here found out I'm better in short-term wars. He's a lot better at building up and stomping you afterwards. That's interesting. 94%. That is interesting to know. More. Do you think there's a chance to win that? Oh wait, that's not your YouTube game. No. No, I've restarted. Because I'm ashamed of my performance in the YouTube game, essentially. And I think I can do better. Although perhaps not tonight, given that I'm not quite fully with it at the moment, let's say. Sounds like macro versus micro playstyles, Cody. It does, doesn't it? Should work if we just cycle these two. No, we just send these guys in, hold these guys. We can just do that over and over again until we win. It's more that I could stop him getting comfortable. But once he was, you couldn't break his momentum. That makes sense. Hey, we got Slovenia. Nice. Next. Songs of Miss Ridley. Did they get a core? No, good. Come on, break already. YouTube performance. I know, the YouTube campaign wasn't the best. It was a bit... I mean, I lost the AI. Which is always embarrassing. I think I was too cocky in the YouTube campaign. I think that was the main issue. Hey, look, we just got Slovenia. Looks at Albania. Well, look, we got Slovenia, but then Albania came up in the news as well, you know. Multiple things can come up, Cody. Finally. No puppet. Tickle states. Okay. Can invite to faction. Bulgaria. No, thank you. Hungary. Justify war goal. Okay, free military factories. Upgrade the infantry equipment. More of that. And then more of that. Seems good. But also... we're going to need... How do you make a new division again? There we go. We're going to need a cav. Win any argument with I1NC. Hashtag blame Hadaway. It was not Hadaway's fault in the slightest. The HOI4 equivalent of I had 19 kills. You're not entirely wrong there. There we go. That seems better. Okay. More tungsten, please. Portugal. More chromium, please. Turkey. Now. Okay. Seems good. Then back to infrastructure in all the things. And don't do repairs, they do it on their own. Did you remember to puppet the East Indies this time? You gosh darn right I did. It's embarrassing that I managed to fail out the first time, but this time I remembered. So we're going to go to war with Hungary, and then it's going to be the Allies, basically. Do you think Germany needs a manpower national focus or something to help the AI be more threatening? I'm not too concerned about the quality of the German AI. It's their only failing is tactical. They're not able to defend their ports well enough. I think they need an Atlantic Wall focus. The Atlantic Wall, if you're not familiar, was a big naval defence that the Germans built along the coast from here, all the way up here, and all the way up here. So would this setup with the Always War or be easier or harder? I have no idea. I've never tried the Always War mod. We're very short of equipment here, which is not good. First General Award, it's fate of Yugoslavia. What does First General Award do? Gives this land to them. What else does it do? I think it gives that one to Hungary. 39. Don't know what to research, to be honest. Let's get the light cruiser tech. A bit more out of Portugal. Is this the same thing as last time with better execution? Pretty much. With higher fort levels over here. And no tank divisions. And no pushing into the Soviets until they're in a very bad spot. There you go. Tank divisions are just not the way to go, basically. Alright, there goes Yugoslavia, and I'm pretty sure they just roll over, right? Yep. Annex all Yugoslavia. And then we're going to go fate of Greece straight down here. That seems fine. Okay, there we go. Liberia join the Allies, no problem. What? We really don't have a deficit on these things anymore. Did we get all of Yugoslavia's equipment or something? Awesome. How much infantry equipment, sorry, not infantry equipment, stuff would it take to do this? Motorized. Oh, we always have enough. Alright, let's do it straight away. And recon. There we go. See, now we've got some nice deficits again. By the way, when you play Always War, just know peninsulas are your best friend. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. Justification done in 10 days here. And then we can justify on these guys, right? No, they're not quite fascist yet. Soon, though. Still 2, nice. September 39, slightly ahead of time on this, should be fine. Assault concentration's done. War with the now fascist Hungary. Speed 4, they're going to attack me. Not much. Just bulldoze through here. There we go. And through there. Gonna have to take this one as well. It's no problem. Come up through here a bit. Okay, should be good. But yes, Akazov. It's pretty much the same plan with better execution. Right, there goes Hungary. Okay, Allies time, right? Pretty much. So we need to start with 50 should be plenty. Bypass alliance with Italy. Just a big deficit on support equipment. But we're working on it. Where else? Here. Nice. And here and here. And then those ones that we were working on can go straight to the top. Okay. And now, fort-wise, we've got level 3s already over here. We're going to be very ready for the fact that this area is going to come under threat. So we're going to go straight to level at least 3 forts on that whole area there. How are you going to stop 48 divisions from forcing a landing in Holland? It's a good question. We are going to have serious port defences on all those places. These guys are hopefully going to hold the Baltic. We're going to kill the Netherlands. Sorry, Denmark. I think we're going to have 2 guys on every port. And we're going to build some port forts. Coastal forts, that is to say. Maybe extra ones in The Hague, because we know that's a risky spot. Something like that, perhaps? Maybe like that. To really help. Wanted to ask you, what mod are you using that allows you to mass allocate industry? You mean this one? This one is called Extended and Streamlined Production. It's really good. It is checksum changing though, so you will not be able to get any achievements while you're using it. Personally, I'm not convinced it actually changes game balance, but it is definitely checksum changing, so bear that in mind. The main thing we're doing differently in this this stream than in our actual campaign is we're using Grand Battle Plan Doctrine, which is the best doctrine. And that wasn't a conflict between me and Adaway. We mutually assured. Let us bind Bulgaria to us. Or they need to earn our friendship. No, they need to earn our friendship. Because we're going to take all of Greece with this one. Thank you. You're welcome. Every time there's an invasion, just paradrop someone into UK or France so they don't reinforce the invasion. That would require us having air superiority. Which... it's not going to happen. I'm not building many planes. And by many, I mean I'm not building any planes. Got to go to Source by requirement now, unfortunately. But that's just the way of the world. Okay. We can crush Poland. As long as we take Danzig quickly, so they can't send more guys in, we can crush Poland. What's your plan with Italy? You know, it's at times like this that I'm glad I'm playing on Twitch. I had honestly forgot about Italy. That's embarrassing. Thank you for the heads up. Italy does add a lot of ports to our plan. Build anti-air, put it on boats, and then invade with said boats, kill our boats for the takeoff. You want me to put anti-air onto boats? I'm not quite sure you understand how this works. I mean, you can put increase the anti-air ability of boats, but not by that much. We're putting a lot of guys onto port defences, but I think that's okay. No problem. Thank you. How do I want to defend it? Yeah, like this, basically. We're going to put 2 guys on each port. Maybe 3 on that one. I'm just going to seriously reduce the number of men we have available. Like, we now have none. We can train more. Not those 2. Those 2 are already experienced. So you can come over here. So we should probably build some more naval forts. Random naval forts over here. Oh, missed one here. Whoops. You can go over that. Oh, there's one there as well. These you can go there. Okay. Miss any ports now? Don't think so. Why don't you use troops without arty and so much support? Because previously the naval invasions from the Allies were actually pretty devastating. They were what ended up really hurting us on a couple of our fronts. So I'm going to take them more seriously this time. Did Italy have time to finish their focus? They did. Let's go up to level 4 down here. And then I want 3 guys on every province. So 1 more. So that should be good down there. And now up here we're going to have 2 front lines. One for the front line that we actually start with. And then one for the front line that we very much anticipate having once Belgium joins. There we go. Okay, powering out those factories. Sorry, those forts. Not a huge deal since the artilleries are for miners or DLC countries. It's true. A lot of them are anyway. So you can join the Comintern. No big deal. So we have people on every port now. Good. We're putting nice coastal forts on every port. Oh, missed one there. And there. Other than that, looking pretty good. Greece denied us. How dare they? In which case, Guess we start Eastern Plains. Raider patrols. I see no particular reason to rush against Greece here. Some artillery raids. So very short of this, but another 140 days, and we're good. Italian leadership. The Germans are growing more and more aggressive. We should build up defences against France to make sure we can assist our German friends. Germany insists aids and takes over the defence. Oh crap. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty much how it went. Alright, this is Space Marine. Which is just one less of these. And one of these. It's got to have a new icon too. You can beat bears. No, bear's not cool. Let's go with hammer. Sorry, gun, bullet, whatever. Cancel those. Space Marines, please. Medium tanks still not got a deficit. Still not got a deficit. Excuse me? That can't be right, surely. I mean, to be fair, there are only 50 medium tanks in each of these things, but still. There you go, gain there. Okay. A couple more. There we go. Still short some medium tanks, but it's out pretty soon. Just low. Okay, there, now we're lower loads of stuff. Okay. Will you try 44? No, I think 44 is not so good. You're stalling. I am stalling, yes, you're not wrong. Stalling is a perfectly sensible way to play. Well, it didn't go well last time. Stalling is, I'm better at managing industry than the AI. So, stalling is a perfectly viable strategy. Stop styling and purge your own people. Excuse me? What are you on about? Invite Bulgaria. Bulgaria, go fascist. So I can invite you to the faction. We got Mammal. I think probably army training. Right? Excuse me, Russian? What are you talking about? Stop stalling and pillage your own peoples. Oh, stop stalling. I get it, I get it. I'm sorry, that took me far too long. Let's get some more excavation. And army regrouping. Might as well have him command our army. Oh, he got reinforced rate up. Nice. He's always got logistics as well. Let's exercise. Get all our guys up to veteran. Is it veteran? No, regular. That's the one. You ruined it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead of time on industry. Alright, that's enough. You guys, more support equipment, more tanks. Seems good. Did putting in the extra tank actually lower their defense? No. Yes, by 30. But giving them all that armor is just so good. How long are these guys going to take? 49%. Not bad. What are they actually short now? Some tanks, but mostly support equipment. Still getting enough of this and this. We do with one less from Venezuela of that. Ooh, and way less of that. Nice. We managed to grow quite nicely in the peaceful sense, haven't we? No aircraft. No aircraft is correct. We will eventually build some fighters, mostly just for interception duty. But until then, the Edge doesn't use aircraft enough for it to be really worthwhile. But yeah, no aircraft is the strat for now. You wish the devs made battalions in the division as a real thing. You have one tank battalion and not all the infantry game armor. You mean like having each division be separated into different sections, like HOI4, like a corps? This could work. See 3 over here. Whoops. How many do you reckon we need to hold France? I think level 4 forts should be enough. As long as we leave a decent number detachment over here. Central planning done. I think we could do is a touch more tanks. So we can keep really banging out our Space Marines. Really like watching you play on YouTube. This is the first time I've seen you on stream. Sorry for all the questions. No, questions are entirely welcome. Bring them on. I am... please don't take tonight to be indicative of my streaming performance generally. Because I am quite inebriated. Generally I am not, and I am far more... far better, basically. Looks modified. What mod is this? We're using the Extended Streamline Production mod and the Strategic View Adjustments mod. Those are the only two checksum changing mods that we're using tonight. I'm using a number of graphical modifications, which will be in the description of basically any any YouTube series I've ever done. If you want to go and check them out there. Send these guys out. And more and more. And more. Nice. So instead of having 50% tank, 50% infantry, and 50% strength on the tanks die, it's now a smaller infantry division until the tanks reinforce back. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That does make a lot of sense. I can see why you'd want that, Cody. So now we're short crazy numbers of tanks, which is why I was ramping up the tank production earlier. And also, let's make a new variant. Wait, what? Oh no, okay, it's this one. It's the variant on. Engine doesn't really matter. It's already plenty fast. We're going to need a little bit more tungsten for that. We're going to start having some serious problems in terms of importing tungsten as soon as we declare this war, aren't we? Who has tungsten for us? Probably going to be Sweden. Ah, yes, a fellow high-functioning drinker. I wouldn't say I was a high-functioning drinker, it's just that it's my first night back at university. So I've been drinking with my lovely housemates. Although I resisted going out because I'm slightly ill at the moment, so I figured probably best not to. So far I've just let these guys stick their own devices. It's probably a bad idea. Let's nick all their forces and man their ports for them. Oops. Their forces may be garbage, but any air that's going to try and invade them, it's also going to be using garbage forces, so I don't know if we'll notice. Hopefully we'll be able to hold this whole area, nick the British section. Where did I end up putting 2? 3, sorry, here. Okay, you down here. Should I take that for us? What do you mean it's 1940? What do you mean it's 1914? Haven't invaded Poland by now? It's not very Kraut from you. No, well, we're spending plenty of time making sure we're completely ready, building all kinds of stuff first, like all these forts, all these coastal forts. We're being very thorough. side tunnel attack. Go with the encryption as well. A couple more guys get deployed. Then we'll launch our offensives. There's no need to call them into the war. I'm an idiot. You're very clever. Thank you. Good point. Obviously. We just don't call them into the war. Have your men back. Thank you, Donglio. It was very helpful of you. You are, of course, right. We just don't call them in. Simple solutions to simple problems. Alright, I reckon we're about ready. Some of these guys come up here. Italy's a waste of a front. No, there's good factory land down here. Let them build forts, then kill them. That's pretty much what we've done. We're switching to 100% military factory construction now, as you might be able to see. But as ever, the ones that we've started may go to the top. Okay, just about time to declare war now. Have you gone fascist yet? Not quite. Go fascist already. Okay, are we ready? I feel pretty ready. Danzig War. You can get the joke. Get good, chat reader. I'm sorry. At least you removed the useless ally named Italy. I did, indeed. Comes back from 3 weeks holiday. The first thing he says is, I miss my shots. I'm drunk. It wasn't a 3-week holiday. When you reach this on YouTube, you need to sleep. Of course, yes. Romania's doing the joint access focus. I hope that makes them go fascist so I can declare war on them. Yes, I will put this this VOD onto YouTube, don't you worry. You'll be able to see it, even if you don't stick around. Panzer Bs. Get them all queued up. More oil from Venezuela. More tungsten from British Malaya. Obviously a short-term solution, given that we're about to be at war with them. Space Industry's done. Nice. Straight into that one. And ahead of time infantry equipment seems fine. Come on, you two, go fascist. Sounds good. Okay. All looking good? Danzig War? Sound good? There being no objections, speak now or forever hold your peace. They know very well what the alternative is. I mean, the focus is called Danzig War. It's not exactly ambiguous. And you want to go to the top. There we go. Okay. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We're going to rush, is what we're going to do. Now, quail before the wrath of my armoured divisions. Ah, they're piercing them. That's not so good. We're going to need to get some slightly better armour, apparently, if we're actually going to be able to live out the dream of the true Space Marines. But for now, I don't imagine Poland will provide much of a challenge, let's be honest here. Hey, Tesla, how you doing? Why can't you buy resources in bulk? Excuse me? You mean like buy a chunk of resources and then... like not have to buy them in the end later on. I don't know. It's just not how the system works. They haven't called in the US yet, so I guess I'm going to start importing loads from the US. Which seems pretty counterintuitive, but just the way it's going to be. First naval invasion begins. Sure, national Spain. They're getting roads from us. Well, there's no factories there, so I can't say I'm heartbroken. US is all you need. Buy 2 years worth of it before the war, so you'll be fine. You could do that in HOI4, but it's not a thing in this game. should probably rush Danzig so they can't get any reinforcements in here. Ask question, provides an example. Question, reads question, and tries to figure out an example without reading. Your example didn't pop up until after I was trying to think of an example. You have to account for the chat delay, Cody. Pretty quite disorganized offensive on Poland, but I imagine it's going to work anyway. Because the Polish military is not exactly the most fearsome to begin with here. Holding fine on the French front, good. Another naval invasion. Ooh, naval combat up here. Ooh, which we're losing. Well, we're kind of losing. We took out one of their battleships, though. Romania seeks to join the Axis. We are better off without them. Please go fascist anyway. Damn, they're not fascist. 58%. Let's boost party popularity and see if they get fascist revolutionaries or if they just go fascist. You can't kick from faction, unfortunately, which is, you know, stupid, obviously, but as long as you can't kick from faction, I suppose we have to kind of roll with that restriction. Otherwise, we're kind of cheating. Take freaking Danzig already, would you? Your laptop's more drunk than you are. Excuse me. The stream delay is not due to my laptop being drunk. With only 400 factories, how it would even be possible to overcome the crippling penalties? With only 4... I'm pretty sure you're being sarcastic, right? Help me out, chat. Is he being sarcastic? I think he's being sarcastic. Yeah, the 400 factories you managed to accrue are definitely going to help a serious amount. Would you stop going freaking down there? Why? No, look. It's simple. I hate the freaking battle planner. It doesn't just go where you want it to. Right, I guess we'll have like a separate battle plan for this one province. This idiotic thing. No Gappa here. I kept getting that event in Stellaris. You've discovered the Kappa aliens. And it makes me think about you, Twitch chat. I forgot to garrison Königsberg. Of course we did. I blame you. No one reminded me about Königsberg. Königsberg pocket. Easy to forget about. Finland rejects Soviet demands. Push in down here. Easiest money ever made. Really, this stream is just going to be evidence of how badly I did with Adaway, because I'm going to win even though I'm not playing my best and I'm not really paying too much attention to losing battles and that kind of thing. Which is just shameful. Should we let those guys repair up? I should probably max out the port here in Kiel. So we need to declare war on Finland. We need to maintain that pocket. Keep those guys in Königsberg. There goes Danzig. Up to level 3, should be fine. Actually, no, we don't need port. Don't need to defend the port in Danzig because we're going to kill Denmark soon. There goes Poland. More tanks seems like the main deficit. More infantry equipment too. In terms of tungsten, more from the US. Steel, a bit more from the US. Oil. Bring it home Venezuela. Christo's micromanaging is the only micromanaging that is not boring and actually entertaining. You are very flattering. Thank you. I don't know if that's true, but I hope it is. Well, no, that's mean. I don't hope that mine is the only that's entertaining, but I hope at least that mine is entertaining, whether or not it's the only that's entertaining. For if Arumba was doing this, we'd all die before 1937. I want Arumba to start playing HOI again, because he didn't end up giving it a proper chance, because everyone like piled on. He felt like he was getting a load of hate, which is a shame, because he's a really nice guy, and he really should give HOI another chance. And I can't say I wasn't one of the people that was telling him off for how bad he was being at HOI4, so really I bear some of the responsibility. Okay, so the line we hold against the Soviets. First off, are you going fascist? Let's hope. Are you fascist yet? No. Let's try boosting popularity and see what happens. Ah, they got fascist revolutionaries. Darn. How about you? No fascist revolutionaries yet. You should go fascist. They've forced application, they've gone Iron Guard and Axis-friendly government. They really should go fascist. We should probably just let the Allies keep landing here, so that we can just kill them all really easily. Resistance occupation. Good point. Let's train some cav. That should do it. You should start building military police divisions. That's a good timing comment. Okay, these guys will probably hold something like this. Maybe more like this. South, and across this river, then this river. And if we end up taking Romania, then we'll extend it down there. Look good? Looks good. And we're going to preemptively build at least level 3 forts. All the way along this. There we go. Okay, now let's kill these Allied divisions that have dared to land on our beautiful, beautiful land here in Königsberg. There goes their port, and now we can just let them bleed out. What idiots. Okay, more guys onto the Allied fronts. My planes. Let's delete these guys. Now these guys can go on to interception. Just do your best to defend Germany. You guys can get deleted. Now we just wait for these guys to bleed out. Don't launch any attacks. Oh, it was a Spanish. I'm honestly sad that Arumba didn't give HOI more of a shot, because it's a really great game. I think he'd enjoy it. What we need to do, Twitch, is you need to get me to like 1 million subscriptions. And then I'll be able to persuade Arumba to do a collab with me. And then I'll teach him how great HOI is. Alright, finish them. And wait for it. 3, 2, 1, there we go. Look how freaking fast this game runs these days. I love my new PC. So good. They're still charging against me, taking stupendous casualties. And let's go to level 5 forts over here. Just to really ensure that the Soviets never become an existential threat. Do you know what that means? I didn't know what that meant until quite recently. Existential threat means a threat to your existence. Which is kind of obvious when you think about how the word sounds, but I didn't know. Okay. 40 is enough to just man the front over there while we wait. Let's kill France, shall we? Oh yeah, that's right, we're killing Denmark first. Come over here. Wow, look how experienced this fleet is. Nice. So you reckon them. Demolishing some Polish subs over here. Right, the military police. We're of course going to be harsh. It's growing by 0.5, 0.1, and 1. Okay, which means we need 5 down here. I don't know which, if any, of these like priority reinforcement things actually work, so I always do both. 3 of them here, and 5 of them in Danzig. But not actually in Danzig. Is that all of them? Nope. Press the Tusk. Needs 1. And up here needs 1. There we go, sorted. Nope, Warsaw needs 3. That's 2. And that's 3. Okay. That's resistance dealt with. Dealt with. Let's do it around the Maginot now. Goodbye, Denmark. Alright, and then a war of movement through the Benelux. As per standard. Seems good to me. Okay. Yeah, and any new guys getting deployed, you can all go to the Benelux front. Marvellous. Right. Should be an easy push across here. Yep. Bulldozing. As per expected. Okay. There aren't many British provisions down here yet, are there? That's pretty handy. Okay, and straight into Copenhagen. And thus ends the Dutch. Sorry, the Dutch. The, you know what I'm trying to say. The Danes, thank you. Pop-up was very helpful. You lot can all come down here. And I'm going to garrison guys both here and here, just to make absolutely sure they don't manage to naval invade this area. Now, I imagine we're going to get some peace conference over. Oh, right, Finns, yes. Oh, they actually common-turned Finland. That is uncommon. Interesting. What are we short on? Everything! Okay, well, let's just rejig these trade deals here. Wow. We're very short of this stuff. But they have all kinds of rubber for us. I guess we're going to support some oil from them as well. And more steel. Around the Maginot is completed. Back to army training, I think. Okay, resistance-wise, go up by 1.5. Yowza. Which means we need 6. No, 7. Those guys. German pressure towards the Benelux. Through Belgium you go. And the glorious tide that will flow through Belgium will be unstoppable, and we'll head straight on to Paris. Look at all those very, very high green numbers. Ploughing through. The available will go on Norway. I don't think we need to declare on Norway. Okay. Luxembourg, so we might as well start pinning some French troops down in Luxembourg. 3 military factories. More artillery. Let's just get a nice reserve of infantry going. I guess I should extend this battle plan all the way down here. How is the French national unity, by the way? Still only 35, so we should be fine there. And of course, if they abandon too much of the Maginot Line, I will correct for that and send a whole bunch of people in that direction. But now they have no entrenchment and they have no organisation because they've just strategically redeployed up here, so bulldozing into France we go. Looks like the last DLC belongs at least several months ago to at least several months ago, if not a year. Is this game going to get any new content? Yes, we'll get loads of new content. They'll keep developing the game as long as people keep buying DLCs, which I imagine will be a very long time. Soviet influence over Europe. Now going anti-capitalist. Already have a war goal against Poland. And we finished our fort wall. Not quite. We're almost got level 5 fort wall here against the Soviets, which will be absolutely plenty. Taking France here will give us all the steel that we need. The Alsace region especially is exceptionally rich in steel. Crush through here. Marvellous. Just die, Luxembourg. Even futile attacks on Luxembourg are productive because they're just pinning them there. I think I'm going to activate Spell of Land just so they keep launching attacks even if I haven't noticed that they finished one. What happens to the download USR by 1940? Oh god, we missed it. You're right. You're right. I apologise. We'll start justifying now. I apologise, I was trying to keep to that one. We're 6 months late, it's alright. Shouldn't activate a battle plan. Never activate our battle plans, it's just not a good plan. They just retake a province from me, how dare they. I assume you mean DOW'd, not download. Very short on these medium tanks. Let's reduce the amount we have training in parallel. Like so. So we are going to have a two-front war again, which is not so good. Perhaps we should bring in some planes. Not that we have many. A whole 100 fighters. 500 close air support though. Not transport plane. Sorry, 500 attack bombers I mean to say. I guess we'll deploy what we can. Damn, you autocorrect. You meant DOW. Right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at the game? 9. Wait. By comparison to how good you could be, or by comparison to how good everyone else is? By comparison to other players, I'd say I was a 9. By comparison to how good you could be, more like a 7. Like, I could be better. But I think I'm one of the best. I'm not a humble individual. 9! I would say I was a 9 out of 10 in this game, by comparison to the rest of the player base. Just because I've achieved things that like no one else has done. And I'm not afraid to say, because like I said, I'm not a humble individual. So humble too. I know, I'm the most humble of all the people. You know Exodus, the book of the Bible, is supposedly written by Moses. There's a passage in it which describes Moses as the most humble of men. Literally calling himself the most humble of men in a holy text. Isn't Bible study fun? There goes Luxembourg. Yeah, no, don't push into Metz. No, I said don't push into Metz. Nine out of 10, but that 1 is everyone who plays multiplayer. I do play quite a lot of multiplayer, but it's true, most of my skill lies in beating the AI. And that's not just trivial because the AI is bad, because I can beat the AI even in like a ridiculously disadvantaged position. But I don't have nearly as much AI experience as I'd like to. That's certainly true. What the heck? They've abandoned the Maginot Line. Okay. Whatever you say, France. I guess I'll take it from you then. Maginot abandoned. I know! Is it really better for us to under all units under one single command? Which of course must be a Field Marshal. Yes, the Field Marshal traits are better. Watch the video on my YouTube channel about Field Marshals versus Generals. Field Marshals are just way better. They have the best traits. It also makes managing an army way easier. No French troops on the Maginot Line. I know, I don't understand it either, but hey, I'm going to take advantage of it. This really is a very sloppy campaign, but honestly I'm kind of okay with that. We got that war goal on them yet? No, another 8 days. Just keep pushing. Or in this case, just keep pinning, so we can punch through here. Maybe here? Shall see. Yep, there we go. Might be able to get through that. Keep them pinned as long as we can. No, and again. 1 day, 10 hours. We can probably hold them long enough for that. No. Pin them. Just have to pin them long enough. There we go. Nice. I made a video about why the Field Marshals are better. They're just overwhelmingly superior, basically, in all respects. There's nothing that Generals are better at. Nothing. The planning bonus on Field Marshals alone makes them superior to Generals. Generals have some good traits. They have some good traits, but they're all worse than Field Marshal traits. This one here, that's plus 10% every stat. Nothing the Generals have is better than that. Plus 30% entrenchment. That's crazy. 2% reinforcement rate. The other ones they have, that's so good. Fast Planner is okay. Thorough Planner, just Thorough Planner, is better than all the general traits put together. Because that gives Thorough Planner gives you 20%. Is it 20% more attack in one? In any terrain. Whereas all the generals can offer you is slightly more attack in specific terrain, which is just so much worse than the general bonus that Field Marshals give you. What do you reckon? Are we going to be able to hold the Soviets on our level 5 fort law? Guess we find out. Maybe we pump it to level 6. Should let it finish at the top though. You two can fall back now. Are we still going to be able to keep naval control here? I hope so. I should let these guys all take a break so they can get their planning bonus back. Planning bonus is very important. Nice. Good wins against the British Navy there. So no serious naval invasions that have come against us yet. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's one. Königsberg. I think I'll deal with that some rush deployed boys, so I don't have to remove the entrenchment of the guys on the front line. In future they won't be able to launch that kind of attack because we'll have naval superiority in the Baltic. They can do as day ones. The tanks in the inf divisions craffish. Excuse me? I'm certainly not going to deny that the generals have some good traits. It's just that they're outweighed, basically. It's the long and the short of it. But of course, in the next patch, all this goes out the window. There's going to be a whole new order of battle system in the next patch, which I'm really excited about. You're going to have generals under field marshals, which is awesome, 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 awesome on cake. And I'm very glad about it. What's the planning bonus good for? Planning bonus gives a flat attack and breakthrough bonus to any attack launched by that unit. So, for example, our troops over here, the ones that are planned, is getting a 100% bonus to attack and breakthrough on any attack they launch. Generals can't offer anything nearly like 20% more of that. Are they really going to break through here? I hope not. I hope they don't. rush deploy some more boys just to try and hold the Soviet front. Which I sincerely hope we can do. He was answering another chatter. Ah, I see, sorry. But thank you for answering some questions. It takes the strain off. Oh no! They break through at the top. Wait, did I never extend the front line to here? That's bad. They've extended all the way to the front line. Yes, good, so we can make it a normal attack plan now. Surely I did. I put the forts there. That's a problem. Might have to fall back. Problem is, falling back on the Soviet front, there's nowhere good to fall back to. Might be another loss here. If we could just beat France. France is 38% towards capitulation. If we take Paris, that might end them. And if we can send all these guys over here, that would really help. We should definitely not attack, though. We should fall back, unfortunately. Hold that attack. Barely holding in the south. See some more guys down there. Pushing here. Is it a good idea to have a heavy tank battalion and infantry division, of course, if the industry can support that many heavy tanks? Absolutely. That means you're almost guaranteed to get this armoured bonus, which we're getting in basically none of our divisions, because the enemy has actually built lots of anti-tank, which is very, very new. The AI has improved a lot in the area of building anti-tank to counter the Space Marine tech. Why don't you have superiority? We don't have the industry to maintain superiority against super buffed allies. Looks like I have to delete these guys so they don't get encircled. Same with these guys. But hey, it's just, you know, free equipment for us. As soon as France falls, I'm feeling it. We might just be able to bring enough men onto the Soviet front that we'll be able to hold them back. But it's going to be darn close. Our super buffed Soviets are freaking scary. Just take Paris, please. Okay, is that enough? Oh, damn, it's not enough. Okay, more infantry equipment. Lots more infantry equipment. I guess we have to keep this push going then. Orléans is worth a fair amount of points. Nancy, another 5 points. Hopefully we'll be able to take that here. Okay, we need to start reducing our defences in other areas. Let's reduce our port defences around here. Take half these guys. We've got coastal forts, so they should help. Darn Frenchies. I know! Where are your tanks? 6 tanks would take our 6 years of Soviet division within days. They would not. They would not. We would not win a defensive against the Soviets right now. They have got huge amounts of equipment. And there's a crap ton of them. They outnumber us 3 to 1. And what do you mean that if you don't have enough stuff to maintain superiority, even if the AK has 11,000 fighter 1s, you still get rid of them within months with 5,000 fighter 2s? Because we can't afford 5,000 fighter 2s. Even with the number of fighters that we have at the sorry, even with the amount of industry that we have at the moment, we're barely having enough to hold off the AI. In terms of just the plain, straight up land war, we're still struggling. Oops, I put those in the wrong. We need every man we can afford in the sorry, every bit of industry we can afford in the land war here. Otherwise, we're just going to straight up lose. So you should get medium tank self-propelled guns. Yeah, maybe. of Paris is good. If we could just take a few more French victory points. Troyes would be good. Nancy's going to be good. Let's take a bunch of these guys. And maybe we should start planning the next fallback. They're already pushing Warsaw. It's a disaster. It's a disaster.
Angetreten. Ausrücken. Bereit. Ausrücken.
Maybe we can hold this. Maybe. But I'm not confident. I think this is another loss. 9 out of 10. In my defense, we're fighting an AI with as many buffs as we can. And we arbitrarily decided that we have to declare war on them by a certain date, which is directly to our very extreme disadvantage. And we're still demolishing the allies. Well, go on, chat. Individuals in chat. Lay it on me. What do you reckon I am out of 10 at playing HOI4? And I mean playing HOI4 normally, not when I'm drunk. Still, no air and no tanks. We have tanks. I'll have you know that there are 7,500 tanks in this army. They're just not concentrated. But I underestimated the AI's ability to build anti-tank when they're this buffed. So the dispersed tanks is not so good. You'd say a solid 7. Well, I'll take it. I'll take it. Considering I haven't seen you in chat before, and so you're probably just making a judgment based off how good I am today, i.e. I've drunk a bottle and a half of champagne so far this evening. I'll take it. Oh, baby. These guys need to retreat with some urgency. In fact, I think you guys need to get deleted, otherwise they're going to get encircled. The reason behind deleting people before they get encircled, by the way, is because if you delete them, you get all their equipment back. Ooh, those are military police. They can go. Finally. Okay. Or you guys. First off, port defences. Compared to average player, 11 out of 10. Compared to how good you could be, 0.1 out of 10. Well, I mean, compared to how good you could be, that's very fair, because everyone could be extraordinarily good if they really, you know, played as much as possible and min-maxed everything to stupid degrees. I'll take that. I'll take that. -3 said vodka. That's just me. You hurt me, vodka. Damn, some more guys overrun there. Problem with not having any planes is you just can't retreat. 0 out of 7 is just because of your lack of air. With this many factories, you can afford fighters. But we still have deficits, even with as much as we're doing. But I should start producing some fighters. You're not wrong. We managed to throw up that first level of forts, which is good. Triumph in France. No, Germany will conquer all. Oh god, hello. France establish itself in the south. Oh my lord, look how many freaking English divisions there are there. Holy hell. That's a real problem. Fighters win the war. They are really good. They are really, really good. But we just can't afford it. We need to bang out stupid numbers of infantry divisions because I've imposed this crazy, you know, have to be at war with the Soviets by a certain date thing. And the Soviets are stupidly powerful. With all the French troops, I'd say we had a small chance. Not a large one. Hopefully Parrots will implement the new command system you talked about. Well, I mean, they're on it. In the next DLC, it's going to be really good. I hope.
Unter Beschuss.
And it's called a Order of Battle system that they're talking about. A Canberra, excuse me? Hello. Michal? Is that how you say your name?
Befehle.
Bet it's not. It's just so unrealistic to have all these units under one command. That's not correct. If you think about it, there's always going to be one person that's in charge of everything. The fact that you just see one guy here doesn't mean he has all kinds of subordinates managing things for him. How are the Soviet casualties going? Pretty high, but so are ours. Oh, they're breaking through.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
There's always going to be one person who's the supreme commander. You know, if you think about it, Hitler was a supreme commander for way more men than this during the actual Second World War. Is that unrealistic? Just look at Zhukov commanding such a huge army. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're going to get some serious unrest over here if I don't deal with it.
Zuhören. Ausrücken.
3 here.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
How many in Orléans?
Angetreten.
Basically 9.
Ausrücken.
Paris 3.3.
Bereit.
What is that? 17. That's
Ausrücken.
14. 16, 17.
Ausrücken.
None here. Ricci needs 2.
Achtung.
This place needs 2.
Befehle.
Where else? Bordeaux. Bordeaux's going down. Hopefully that'll be enough. This crazy numbers of guys is really worrying. Why don't you use the garrison command to suppress unrest? It's unbelievably inefficient. That's why I don't use the garrison command to suppress unrest. It's ridiculously inefficient.
Angetreten.
Oh god, we have to fall back again. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose, chat. We're gonna lose, and I'm sorry. Even with all our guys on one front,
Weiter an.
we're gonna lose.
Ihre Befehle.
The buffed Soviets are just too good.
Los, los, los.
They're just too good. And we beat the French just slightly too slowly. It's really not. Maybe if you don't have enough divisions for it. No, it's just massively inefficient. It's inefficient because it uses more divisions than you can do if you micro it.
Suchen Deckung.
But trust me, it's colossally inefficient.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
I'll do a video in some point explaining exactly like the numbers of how terrible the garrison command is. But it's
Männer.
truly dreadful, believe me.
Angetreten.
That's a terrible line. There we go. You only use it for horse divisions, who cares about them? Every single division you waste
Ausrücken.
is equipment and manpower you could have had on the meaningful front line. Everyone should care about that.
Los, los, los.
Anyone good.
Ihre Befehle.
Oh, he's about to get overrun. I should probably delete him.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit.
God, this feels like playing NSIEG. My question's running thin, Yugoslavia. I mean, I know we've annexed you, but really, you should, I don't know what else we want them from them. GG? It's pretty much GG, yeah.
Auf geht's. Bereit.
God, it's so freaking hard to get them to garrison this one province. Why won't you just freaking go here?
Bereit.
Several horses. Division chamber is just 44 width. Horses just drain equipment. Yeah, horses drain equipment from all the infantry.
Befehle. Ziehen uns zurück. Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
We should take back all these guys here.
Suchen Deckung.
Get out of there.
Ausrücken.
Need to modify this front line. In fact, let's do this. How did I come through here? Is it like here? No, it's right here. And then we need the lower bit
Befehle.
here. And the lower bit should be less well staffed than the top bit.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
There we go. Once they get rid of all the partisans, you can just disband them and put them on ports. No, because the partisans come back. I need 6 here.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
You guys should back off.
Ausrücken. Zuhören.
5 there. Need these guys to diverge. There we go.
Ausrücken.
Luxembourg needs 2.
Ihre Befehle. Achtung.
Paris apparently doesn't have enough. Oh no, it's still taking down 2 here.
Zuhören.
Right, we never dealt with these guys.
Treten.
Let's do so.
Angetreten. Befehle.
Take Montpellier. Should be able to push these guys out of Nice. Any luck? They've broken this line again. Always good. Keep falling back, keep falling back. You could try again from the 1939 date mark and go with historical dates for all the declarations of wars. DOW goes for Declaration of War.
Bereit.
PZT.
Bereit.
I could, but I think I'd rather try this again. And I think I'd defend like a more sensible line, like here and then here, with level 10 forts or something. What I think I'll do is I'll do the same thing again this stream tomorrow evening, and I won't drink. I think this would honestly go a lot better if I didn't drink. I honestly think I'd be able to hold. You keep talking about them being ineffective, that you make like 40 of them. The military police? No, they're really effective. It's just that they're more effective if you micro them.
Wieder zurück.
You just don't want to, you know, just use them kind of recklessly by letting the AI choose where they go. They're certainly not just bad. Why are they naval invading me? I have total freaking bloomin' fleet supremacy. What's the point of naval supremacy if they can just freaking invade? Ah!
Befehle.
Humbug. What are we short? Oil. Huge surplus of that. Relatively big surplus of that. Doing this sober is cheating. I'm not sure that that's correct.
Zeigt es ihnen.
You don't need to micro 10 width horses. They're not 10 width horses. They're 2 width horses. And they don't just drain equipment from your divisions. They also provide military policing, which is very useful. I'm real mad that the Soviets managed to invade despite the fact that I had total naval supremacy. Now they're going to cause me a problem. At least you beat France.
Ihre Befehle. Befehle. Ihre Befehle. Achtung.
To the front, boys. You're needed.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Where are you going? To the front? Good. But you can strategically deploy up here. Hold Berlin, boys. 2 width horses aren't as effective as 10 to 12 width, according to the math of some randoms. I would need to see that math. I don't buy it, I'm afraid.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Maths. Ah, you got me saying it now.
Zuhören.
Alright, and now we're going to leave some guys in Rostock. Once we push these guys out of our glorious motherland, we shall leave some people to defend it.
Achtung. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
There we go. Wow. My fingers were just on fire there. The speed of that signing. It felt good. I saw the Matrix for a moment there.
Befehle.
No, we shouldn't read this. It's a good line. It's a good line to hold. Here come the attacks, but we're ready.
Bereit.
You two hold there.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Some of you guys should go up here.
Zuhören.
Okay. No offensives. Okay. What do you reckon? Can we hold this? Perhaps. How are they attacking us? Maybe it's because they have total air supremacy. Maybe that's no issue. Wow. Okay, we should cut down on medium tank production, so we can get some actual artillery production going. Deutschland is the Vaterland. Germany is the fatherland, I guess. Deutschland über alles means Germany above all, I believe. For the purpose of role-playing? Absolutely. It's a shame we lost Bohemia. Angst gives 50% less defense debuff. It doesn't give you 50% less defense debuff unless they have a stupid number of fighters. Note that here my defense is not going down. Oh, it is. Oh, because they have, yeah, it's 1,000 total enemy planes, I think, that gives you the minus 50% debuff. It's not just that they have air superiority. And what was that about me not holding? Ah! One province. One province is all it takes, though. We have the gear, though. I think maybe these are overrated and we should just build more of these. Wow, we have loads of equipment. I should have been training ages ago. Holy hell, look how much equipment we have! Oh my god. 1,000 plays isn't that many. No, it's not. Not when they're this buffed. Look how much freaking equipment we have. Okay. But, fortunately, the AI is not very clever. And so they're just madly pushing against this front. I think we're holding better in the front than in the north. Let's send another few down here. And another few. Okay, 50 in the north, 50 in the south, 85 in the north. That seems about right. Holding everywhere ports-wise fine, especially down here. Yes, maybe we should put some land forts there, just to be sure. Oh, hello. Yeah, you can go hold Rome, why not? Some more naval victories. Hello, Timus, how you doing? Loss, indeed. Look how freaking many of them there are. The forts are holding. Come on, pull it back, I believe. All these guys are armoured. No! They broke through in the south, so what's up? 8, infantry divisions randomly in Denmark. Those aren't infantry divisions. Those are Cav, military police. They broke through in the south. I think that's the end. That breakthrough right there is going to be the end of the Reich. Pull back to the mountains. Because we can't counterattack because they're just so freaking strong. Which means, I guess, you guys hold these mountains here. And the rest of you fall back up here as fast as you possibly can. Actually, you guys. Some of you guys should stay down there. Some of you should stay in these two. What's up is we're about to lose. Tragically. After valiantly holding. But we're going to try again tomorrow. And I have high hopes. Do you get pushed back, or is this a scenario? We got pushed back. We're playing super buffed, so all the AI has like crazy bonuses. And we had a rule that we had to declare war on the Soviets way earlier than I would have wanted to. So we declared war on the Soviets before we finished taking France. Which is obviously pretty suboptimal. We're on infantry, army training, right? Yeah. So, yeah. The main disadvantage to this campaign was that we had to declare war on the Soviets so freaking early. And we probably should have declared war on France a bit earlier. Where are the Germans' strong tanks? I don't like tanks. And maybe that's my weakness, but I just don't like them. Some pretty good forts on this line. Maybe we should go like that. Infantry hold and push. If they push, and if push, they push. So what? There was a disadvantage. You literally played everything wrong. You had bad tanks. I had good tanks. I didn't have good lines. I had pretty good lines. There's a river. But I'm not going to pretend I played very well today. I didn't. I'm not on the top of my game for reasons that are abundantly clear. Should definitely kill Spain next time at some point too. Let's upgrade that. Real 2 ahead of time. Get some research bonus, why not? But yeah, you're drunk, so you get a free pass. You have Panzer IIIs. It's true they're not great, are they? I say I'm drunk. I'm probably not drunk. I'm just mildly tipsy. So I wouldn't say a completely free pass. You underestimate air. Honestly, I've been a proponent of how everyone underestimates air way too much for a long time. So I'm with you. I'm with you. I think we certainly need at least some planes just to contest. Like if we can have every air zone like this one, where it's at least contested. Right, we seem to be winning in that one. Then we would have been a much stronger spot. Panzer IIIs are trash. They're not trash. They're not ideal. We have cost the Soviets 3 million men so far. They're trash for 41. It's true. I kind of stopped researching stuff in about 39. I mean, you just need to mass produce fighters and close air support. You basically got the major thing. I think probably just fighters to start with. But just because the fact that the AI is buffed means they get stupendous numbers of planes. If you came into France in MP with Panzer IIIs, France would literally push you into Berlin. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm not talking about MP. I'm not, like, I have no illusions that this strategy would not work in multiplayer. Don't you worry. But I mean, we're holding them here pretty well. So that's pretty good. You could still beat them. Yeah, I could. AI is fighter ones into all planes. It's true, I've never really taken the time to look at what the AI actually builds. If they're mostly just fighter ones and stuff, then it would be pretty good. What do you reckon? We just hold if I do nothing from here? I think we might. I am going to merge these two front lines. 4 back lines, sorry. In fact, the easier way to do that is just like this, isn't it?
Greift weiter an!
More volunteers from Spain? Why not?
Zuhören!
I bet the Soviet AI also has, like, tanks. Yeah, probably. I'm tempted to rush deploy these guys. Let's not rush deploy them until something starts going badly wrong. Just look at how many freaking casualties they take. Ooh, that's a big push, though.
Befehle?
We may yet hold it, but that's a huge push. Jesus. Look at this. 50 divisions pushing this one province. Central planning is going to help. Not as much as CIS, though. C3I or something. Ooh, they got improved. That's bad.
Befehle?
But still, so far... Yeah, let's rush deploy some guys down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should do. If you guys would just rush your way down here and make sure they don't break up something Italian front. Oh, those 2 divisions from Special Spain, they're going to turn it. How many men are the Soviets losing? A stupidly large number. They've lost 1 million in like the last 5 minutes. If you had good tank divisions, you could shred those divisions. You couldn't, though, because pushing through like 20 divisions in one province is still crazy hard, even with good tank divisions. But we could do a lot better, yes. But we didn't have the industry for it, because we had such huge front lines we needed to deal with. I'm kind of crying not to see tanks. I mean, like, you're Germany. I know, I just don't like tanks. Oh, now Romania goes fascist. Of course. Could have freaking declared on them ages ago. You're not a country that can do like a 15-year war. I know, it's just the way I like to play. Should we invite Romania? Would they join the faction right now? No. Pretty funny. Wait a minute, what did that say? Legionary Romania wants to contain the aggression of the Finnish Democratic Republic. Excuse me? The divisions are crap though. Divisions with no restriction rules get 2k Sathata with no problem. They can, yeah. These divisions aren't trash though. Like for a standard infantry division, they're okay. They seem to be doing pretty well against the Soviets. Since we last checked, they've killed another 1 million. Keep that up for another 10 minutes, so it's have no manpower. Poor Soviets. Look at them. Look at them, they're like lemmings. Just throwing themselves against me. Poor fools. For infantry they're good, but there's still no 2k soft attack. Yeah, that's entirely true. You have to admit, all those green blobs, it's pretty satisfying. How big is your air force? Non-existent. It's non-existent. And we probably have enough infantry equipment stuff right now, although I don't like the fact that every time I lose something it goes out of here. Let's massively reduce this. Fine, fine. We'll start building some fighters. Let's reduce that bit. Reduce that bit. Reduce that bit. There we go. More rubber, please. Notice indies. Not that much more. Why is it importing so much too much? Weird. Okay. Some chromium. Cuba, hit me up. More wins against the Soviet Navy.
Angetreten.
Oh wow. Those are fighter ones that would help at all. They'll help a bit until we can get some better researched. Stop doing night vision, go on to some fighter 2s. Fighter 2s, they're only kind of 40% better. Stop launching attacks on Romania, what are you thinking? Actually, we might be able to take Romania if we help them. But let's not, because holding the line is the way to win. Got 7 million casualties. There goes the Soviet manpower. Don't deploy your fighters in major battles. If you are looking at this screen running at speed 5 and you think I'm going to micro stuff, you're wrong. Gain control with radars. Yeah, now that's a good play. Lol, 40% is huge. Oh, 40% without any upgrades from your experience. That's true. 40% is pretty big, but it's not like with me. It's not so huge that there's no point deploying them. The earlier ones, I mean. No, you go there. These guys go here. I love how many bombers you disrupt. It's just a stupid high number. Guys ready to deploy. Let's be having you then. Bang. Actually, let's have a couple of you down here as well.
Ausrücken.
United States stands against fascism. That's not great. Certainly going to hurt our imports of stuff. Although Japan has captured some now, so that's good. Probably should have some synthetic factories, eh? I just love how high that number gets. We can invite Japan in. Oh, it could be fun. But I hate the AI, so... How's Soviet manpower? 0. I do love that. I do love that a lot. New artillery, bring it on. Man, look at their strength. Just look at it. Isn't it a beautiful thing? 9 million casualties. Still launching massed assaults. Just look at it. Isn't that a glorious sight? Just tuned in. What the hell is going on? Well, Vlad, we're playing against super buffed Soviets and French and and Americans and British, and the Soviets have pushed us back, but in doing so they've gone down to 0 manpower, and they're already on service by requirement. So I'd say things are going pretty well. I'm going to put some more forts on our border. And also some more forts to hold off potential allied naval invasions. I don't want this whole thing to come crashing down because the darn allies decide now's their time. Or the Soviets for that matter. There we go. How many casualties do they actually have? Starting going full communism. So far, 9.23 million. Which is a little high. Ooh, fortification engineer, definitely. Those 72 British divisions in front. Oh, good lord, good spot. Why, hello there, Brits. You've landed on not a port and therefore are just standing totally stationary. Geniuses. Thank you for pointing that out, Lester. Lester, I'm planning on restarting. Is your naval still there? Yeah, 53 of them still Living the dream up here in the Baltic. Got to go repair now, of course. Leicester, I'm planning on restarting HOI4 campaign, but I'm going to do it not in Black Ice. So I'm sorry about that. I couldn't take Black Ice. So all we have to do is wait for their supply to die. 4%. We don't even have to wait, do we? Alright, let's watch the British casualties. 484,000. 860,000. Good lord. That was rather a lot of Brits. Beef up a couple of these port defences. That was 400,000 British troops that just landed. Holy hell. AI is supreme, yeah. What? Resistance? I thought we'd managed resistance. We need 3 more down here. One here. 2 here. And 2 here. There are other overhaul mods that are not as insane. I know, but I think I'll just do one campaign on vanilla, and then I might try going back into some overhaul stuff. And I will take your recommends by all means. Basically about the 220 German divisions that died in Stalingrad. Yeah, pretty much. Well, if I were an Allied nation, D-Day 101, and I'd bomb the crap out of you. I mean, free damage. Yeah, I mean, they kind of are. But they're just not having as much impact as they might like, I guess. Since we're doing so much constructing, I think we should probably do construction engineering. Should probably invent synthetic factories too. I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of things I should do. But I'm not gonna. Because the Soviets are out of manpower. Ah, no, they got another 20 million. I wonder how long that'll last. Every one of those ones is another 10,000 men gone. Their army is almost smaller than mine. And their reinforced, their equipment level is still garbage. Well, this was fun. As it turns out, I am going to come back tomorrow, but not to restart. We're going to carry on from here. Oh, hello, Americans. I think we should have a permanent force that stays here in order to deal with these invasions as they land. But look at them; they'll just stand there until they run out of organization. This is the quality of the AI. US D-Day in France. Well, not D-Day, but a random invasion. Thank you, I spotted it. I mean, what are they doing? Leave. There goes 16, what was it, 8 American divisions. Dunkirk almost. Yeah, it's pretty close. Couple of tiles. Okay, well, I'm going to pause now and go to bed. But tomorrow, I'm going to come back and I'm going to win from this point. I do hope to see you then. Let me just drop a save here. What are your divisions made out of? I will show you just before I stop. They're okay. I've got some of these with the medium tanks in them. And I got some of these. Cool. Alright, see you all tomorrow, everybody. I'm going to return about the same time tomorrow. And have a crack at winning from this position against these mighty 15 million manpower of the Soviets. I imagine that number will say 0 after not too very long. See you then, guys. Bye-bye.